Elanco, we are driven by our vision of food and companionship enriching life.
Welcome to the news. Since June this year, South Africa's largest veterinary compounding pharmacy, VTech, has been struggling to import trilostane, a key ingredient in the manufacturing of Cushing's disease medication. According to VTech, the South African Health Products Regulatory Authority is behind the decision to detain this ingredient, which it argues should be classified as a medicine. VTech says it has been importing trilostane for the past decade without problems. Dr. Johan Oosthuizen, CEO of VTech, spoke to Plaas TV and said they have now turned to the courts to battle it out.
Yes, the matter is going in front of a judge in a week's time. We hope to get clarity. We've asked for an interim relief just to at least release the shipment that is sitting at the OR Tambo until the whole matter is being resolved and we have clarity on the way forward. This would be an interim measure just to assist the veterinarians that's got their patients on this medication at the moment.
And that was Dr. Johan Oosthuizen from VTech. Plaas TV did approach the regulatory authority for inputs but has not yet received a reply. The South African poultry industry is on the road to recovery from recent outbreaks of highly pathogenic avian influenza that have plagued producers since January. This is according to a recent statement issued by the South African Poultry Association. Evidence suggests that the infection rate has peaked and the recovery process is currently underway. To date, 8.5 million chickens have been culled to curb outbreaks of the H7 and H5 bird flu strains. This includes just over 2.5 million broiler breeder chickens and approximately 6 million of South Africa's layer flock. Some of the mitigating solutions put in place by the industry includes the extension of the age of non-affected flocks by an additional 2 to 3 weeks, as well as including the hatching of second-grade eggs. Producers have also started importing 83 million broiler hatching eggs to replenish their flocks. Plaas Media is celebrating 10 years of presenting its Santam Agriculture National Silage Competition and recently announced the 2023 finalists. This year's competition received 102 entries, which consisted of 72 maize, 16 oats, and 14 sorghum entries. These entries were made up of 72 bunkers, 22 silo bags, and 8 bales. A total of 23 companies and producers entered their clients on their own farms in this year's competition. The finalist lineup includes some previous winners such as West End Landgoed, Van Grenen Boerdery, and Simpson and Son Farming. For a complete list of the finalists, visit our website agriorbit.com. This year's winners will be announced during a silage conference that will take place on 28 November in Pretoria. An unexpected snow that fell in a localized area near Harrismith in the Free State has caused damage to apple orchards in the area. Fresh Plaza reports that growers are still assessing the impact. 5E Farming, which grows 92 hectares of apples in Harrismith, reported that some nets have been split in half and a 2-hectare block of Royal Butte apples was flattened. The Free State apple harvest usually starts around the middle of January. And data released by the Crop Estimates Committee last week indicates that South African farmers intend to plant a total area of 4.47 million hectares of summer grain and oil seed in the 2023-24 season. This reflects an increase of 2% year on year. A deep dive into the numbers shows that 2023-24 maize planting intention is set at 2.63 million hectares. This is well above the 10-year average area of 2.53 million hectares. According to Wandile Sihlobo of Agbiz, this reaffirms the industry's optimistic views about South Africa's 2023-24 summer grains and oilseed production season. Die Wolmark het 'n aansienlike daling gedurende van dese week se veiling getoon. Hier is Heinrich Victor met meer.
Dankie Lise en 'n hartlike goeiemôre ook van my kant af. Nou op die 11de wolveiling van die seisoen wat op 1 November plaasgevind het die Cape Wools Merino aanwyser met 3.6% vir nie gesertifiseerde wol en ook 2.7% vir gesertifiseerde wol gedaal teenoor die vorige veiling. En teen 'n skoonprys van R167.11 per kilogram en R164.24 per kilogram onderskeidelik gesluit.
Dis dan Heinrich Victor en dankie dat jy vandag ingeskakel het vir Plaas TV nuus.
Elanco, we are driven by our vision of food and companionship, enriching life.